now on air.
Hi, it's Ed with Free Circle. Hope you're having a good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, of course. You won't be hearing from me tomorrow. I'll be listening, but I won't be talking. All right. So anyway, I made it into Klamath Falls. I went to the Walmart store and I almost bought all their shoes up that they had of this particular style. But my original plan was giving 2 pairs of shoes away. And now I have 20 pairs of shoes I'm going to give away. And I want to tell you why I'm so excited about just the opportunity to give some kids some shoes. I was once a kid, and it was hard to get things. And I remember as a kid being poor, we were shoved away from the big boy table quite a bit. There wasn't that interaction per se that there should have been. And nowadays I see everybody on the cell phone and not much interaction with everybody. And I go around, I see families on certain websites, and what they're doing is they're not being inclusive with their kids as they're on these video chats and all that. And it was disheartening to me to see that, to recognize there's that disconnect between child and parent. And I often wondered, well, how can you change that, you know? And then I saw these shoes, the Beats. I believe they're called Beats. Let me grab a pair real quick. Just hang tight. But when I saw these shoes, I kind of got giddy myself like a kid in a candy store and thinking back during my youth how awesome it would be to have a pair of shoes like this. Back in the day, I liked Elvis Presley. You know, he was the king of rock and roll, you know. And I remember in my 5th grade talent contest, I dressed up as Elvis and I did a lip singing of Burning Love. Hunk of burning love. Huh? Hunk of burning love. But anyway, that's a long time ago. Anyway, so I've always loved music and I've seen this disconnect. Well, when I saw these shoes, they're called Shoe Beats. That's Beatz. And what they are is Bluetooth wireless technology enabled speaker shoes. So your phone or your iPad, any Bluetooth enabled device can connect to these shoes and there's a speaker on them. And if you go to the website, here, let me type that website. It's http www.freecircle.website/shoes. So there's a link in the comment section to the website, the shoes section, and you can see these shoes. And I'll have all 20 pair on Monday. I'm just going to release them all Monday. So on the way back to the homestead here today, I stopped by my doctor's office and I stopped by a few other community leaders, and I spread the word about the shoe giveaway. And some of the community leaders that actually know who the poor kids are and whatnot. And I let them know Monday these are going to be all ready to be released and whatnot. And they were excited too, because let me explain my reasoning, because I wanted these shoes bad. And I was expecting just 2 pairs, one for a boy, one for a girl. Imagine waking up as a kid and you got these Bluetooth enabled speaker tennis shoes, and your mom or your dad says, "Hey, let's do some beats on your shoes and let's exercise, work out," or just interaction. See, now a lot of kids that these shoe sizes come in are not going to have a Bluetooth device. However, their parents will. And what that does is it brings inclusion, involvement, and a unity between child and parent. And that is so important to me. And I needed these shoes. I needed to be able to do 2. And now I'm blessed to be able to do 20, and 20 kids are going to have the opportunity to be included in their family interaction. So when they're playing their iTunes or their Google Play Music, now they can just play them through the kids' speaker shoes wherever they are. These shoes come with a dongle cord for charging the shoes. This particular pair is navy lime, size 4 boys. It has a scan to see how it works on the card. It tells you how to charge it, how to connect Bluetooth wireless technology enabled speaker. It shows you where the port is. So it shows you how to turn it on and off. And actually, if you go to that website, there's a little video I did, and I start speaking, and then my wife hits the play on these shoes. And actually, the music that is on that video is coming through the speakers on that shoe with the light blinking. And the music is brought to you by an artist off of Epidemic Sound. So, because I have the contract with Epidemic Sound to use their music, I can do that on my YouTube channel and share my content with music. And so I was able to legally play music over the internet, and that's why I pay the subscription to Epidemic Sound, so I can have a great array of music that I can play on any video or podcast that I do. And it's, well, that's not necessarily true right there. See, I did not contract for dialogue on my contract with Epidemic Sound, so they did not whitewash dialogue.am on my contract. But there's many websites that is whitewashed on my contract, so I can share this music out without any harassment or involuntary takedown of my content, because it's legal content that I create now. And I went through a period where I went through all of that, and I just don't want the headache. So thank God for Epidemic Sound. And there's other places like that for artists to that are not, I'm not a, musician, but now through a source like that, I'm able to play this music. But anyway, I digress there. Pitch for Epidemic Sound, I guess. Anyway, this Shoe Beats, I saw these and I've been giddy because this is going to bring family unity together. Imagine a kid, what are these, size 4? It's a little guy's shoe. So, this guy's going to rock and roll and dance for his parents, and it's going to bring fun and unity and joy to the kids. I told these other leaders, it's not about my website or anything like that. If you know of a needy child, you can actually fill out the form and just give it to the child yourself. I don't care about the claim to fame. The point here is this is going to make a child happy, and it's going to bring the family closer together because, like I said earlier, a lot of poor kids, they don't have the Bluetooth enabled device, but their parents does, because there are those programs that actually give you the phone. And I know that because I've seen several of them. So, and those do come Bluetooth enabled. And yeah, it's just a great thing. And I'm just totally psyched about being able to do this. So, yeah, Monday morning, 9 a.m., I'll have all of them pictured and put on the website. I've noticed there are a few little blemishes here and there on the shoes, but yeah, for the reason and whatnot, this should make a lot of young people's day and hopefully bring a lot of joy to family watching their kids just bounce around, rocking and rolling, or listening to a podcast. If I had a pair of these, I'd be listening to podcasts all the time over these shoes. Why don't they make big boy shoes like these? And it's like, if I could cram my feet into some of these, I'd be a walking billboard for this company, because whoever thought of this right here, they thought of unity, and that's what Free Circle's about, a unity program. Don't take advantage, give advantage. So yes, we were able to score 20 pairs of shoes. Awesome sauce. And like I said, the gal down at the Palomino Market in Beatty, Oregon, she's going to help a lot of hearts and minds there, because there's a lot of individuals in that Sprague River, Beatty area that are really in need. And it's hard to get unity in a place like that when it's so isolated and everybody is out for everybody else. Well, there are some that don't care about all of that glitz and glamour. We just want people helping people. So make sure you go check out these shoes, man. And if you have a Walmart in your area, go check them out. I'm sure they're there at your store. Maybe get a couple pairs and give them to a couple poor kids that, you could make their day and unify the family. That's my main point. They get a stylish pair of shoes, and it brings the family together because they'll have to use their devices together. That's the whole point of it. That's the beauty of this. So Shoe 2.0 is building family one shoe at a time. And that's the cool part about this. So, yeah, it's my off day tomorrow, and then Sunday I'll be back at it. I'll be tagging and bagging these shoes, getting them on the website, putting them on the form. That way, I explained to the people, all you've got to do is go fill out the form, pick the pair of shoes, and as the shoes are claimed, I'm going to create a little icon and have it like gone or a smiley face or something. I don't know what I'm going to do on there yet, but a child got a pair of shoes, so we're going to put some sort of a smiley face on there. And hopefully we get a little unification in the family and happy vibes and spread a little cheer and love. That's what life should be about right there. So what we're working on is showing people this is how you do it. You know, it's not about the money. It's about helping people. And a lot of people need to see that, especially in this time that we're coming up into. That's why now's a good time before Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. It gives them just the opportunity to have something new and to unite the family and bring a little bit of joy before that holiday rush that tends to get a little bit frantic and people overextend, and it causes a lot of heartache in a lot of areas. So, yeah, that's our purpose. That's our goal. Like I said, free circle. The circle represents a covenant between you and the maker. And the free means the free will of accepting that. That's the free circle. And it's about people helping people, not taking advantage or, you know, there's a lot of hurt in the world. We're trying to figure out how to use our mind and our ambition to change a lot of lives. It's hard when you've never done this sort of thing in your life. So I'm trying to change my life, and along the way, I'm trying to help change others. So I try to use myself as a learning device. We are a unity program. We are Free Circle. And it is about people helping people. Ed is just a voice. Ed Waters is just a guy. Free Circle is a movement. It's a cause. It's the will to do something for somebody. It's not going away. It won't stop. And that's just taking the reins and getting it done. So, anyway, we're excited about the shoe program. It's not a lot, but to us, it means 20 kids have brand new shoes with a smile on their face and hopefully bring families together just a little bit at a time. And it's about unity. Oh, and I want to, just a minute before I go, I want to take the time. I learned about another organization today in my area, and it's called Bonanza Cares. And they have, it's P.O. Box 551, Bonanza, Oregon, 97623. It's called Bonanza Cares, and they're kind of like Free Circle. They're on a mission to unite, and they're asking for volunteers, and I called and left a message for Denise. That's her name. And over there, they have a telephone number somewhere on here. I don't see it. But anyway, the vision for Bonanza is a small community in southern Oregon, Klamath Basin, and that's where my doctor resides. It's actually a nurse practitioner. His name is Michael Sheets, and wonderful man. I'm telling you, this man cares. He does so much for the community. It makes you just feel bad, that you're not doing more. So Michael Sheets has enabled me to take the time to heal my mind without a lot of pressure from doctors. And, he actually understands what you feel, how you feel. And I really want to take time to recognize Bonanza Clinic and the Merrill Clinic. These are two clinics that Michael helps a lot of individuals out with. And I'm glad that I was in his office, because he's like an old farmer, and he's an old helicopter medic that, fly in and fix you up and stick you on the way out when you're on the helo out. He's the guy sticking you with the shot when the helo's all bumpy. And yeah, that guy can hit a vein like bam, right on. And I said, nobody's been able to hit a vein like that on me. And he says, well, as many helicopter rides as I've taken and happening to hit that vein, you learn. And by golly, he's right. He's darn good. So, and he straight up, he tells you how it is. And, he takes time to talk to you. Before I met Michael, I was really angry at doctors. So I went through this period, and so that Bonanza area and Bonanza Cares, yeah, there's a lot of caring people over there. And that's what it's about, community helping each other. So anyway, I'm off and about. I'll see you Sunday. And you have a good Saturday. Ed, Free Circle, out.